Hello, welcome back. This is the final lesson in our polyrhythms lesson, or the final lesson in this module at least. And to take it a little bit further than just showing you another polyrhythm and another odd timing, we're going to show you a little bit about polymeters. So polymeters is where you could essentially go with one of two pulses and construct your drum beat. You could have your drum beat change around a riff that stays static and completely surprise the listener by forming a completely new groove, and it pops out of nowhere in a new feel, but it still somehow reflects the riff, or it syncopates with the riff. And it's to do with going with either divisions of 4 or divisions of 3. So you could go with, you could treat the 16ths, or you could treat the quarter notes of what you're doing as groups of 16ths, or you could actually treat them as groups of triplets, 8th note triplets. Just to demonstrate, because it's a lot easier if I can just clap where the pulse is over the top of a riff. So here's a riff in 9, and basically what it's going to do is it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And your pulse could be in 1 and 2 different places there, so I'll not put the pulse in for now. So this is the riff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. So it's the same thing twice. I'll just loop that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. To show the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. And you could feel the pulse. The interesting thing is you could feel the pulse in 2 completely different ways with this. So you could feel it as this. Or it could be and you can hear that both of them do meet up on the downbeat. So there's something in that. There's something in those 2 pulses, and surely something that can be exploited compositionally. Just to take it a little bit further, I'm going to just put a chord on the quarter notes of groups of 4/16ths. So even though that is now on groups of 4/16ths, you could still play the other pulse. You could fool the listener by moving on to the other meter. It's probably best just to do this and let people hear it, and it makes a lot more sense once we've done it. So here we go. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to let that loop run, and Ricki's going to demonstrate how you can go with the 2 different pulses. What will happen is the one that goes with that one will feel straight because it's split up into 16ths, but then when you move on to the pulse every 3 of those 16ths, it'll actually feel like it's swung. It'll feel like compound time. So here we go. Ricki's going to demonstrate the 2 different pulses that you could go with on this. So hopefully that gives you an idea. This is just an introduction to polyrhythms. And you can do other things with that. You can use the same principle with nines to move them into compound time. We've got another thing that we can do like that just to demonstrate that, yeah? Okay, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to start with the compound feel and move into the straighter feel. So this is like the opposite of what we were doing before. But it's still basically just a riff in 9. Basically it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and we're going to go from that thinking about the quarter note pulse. So it would be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So when you change to the compound feel, what is that? That's more like that's an 18/8. It's a typical 18/8. It's like a
typical 18/8.
A bar of 12/8 and a bar of 6/8, basically. Or you could see it as 2 bars of 9/8, which makes perfect sense because of what we're doing. All right, enough chat. Here's how it feels.
So coming in from the 6/8.
In the compound feel, yeah. In the 18/8.
Yeah.
So it's basically, it can make a really good fill, just moving into your polymeter, and the whole crowd's just like, what is going on? And then suddenly it's just right back in, and everybody knows you actually meant it. So yeah, something interesting for you there. It's not for everyone's ears, but we absolutely dig it. So that's polyrhythms in 9 and an introduction to polymeters. Thanks very much for watching.